Welcome to OpeningAutism.com. I am privileged to introduce you to Lineagen, a company focused on helping individuals and their families by enhancing and accelerating the diagnostic evaluation of medical conditions, beginning with autism spectrum disorders, so that the best possible outcomes can be achieved. Our core values center on the belief that we will achieve our goals only by maintaining trust relationships with our customers, who are patients, their families, and the healthcare professionals who deliver their care. Our services focus on providing hope and compassion and assistance to the customer as an individual, and we commit to delivering only services that have a sound scientific basis. In conditions such as autism spectrum disorders, critical time, in fact sometimes years, are lost during the diagnostic odyssey. At Lineagen, we firmly believe we can change this for the better. We believe that genetics can help healthcare professionals with earlier diagnosis, and we believe that personalized counseling will help patients as well as their doctors make better and more informed decisions. It has been established through clinical studies that the earlier the diagnosis, the earlier the intervention, the better the outcomes. We have invested in major initiatives in autism spectrum disorders, including the launch of our first genetic testing service called First Step DX. First Step DX is a service that provides 2 clinical laboratory tests integrated with genetic counseling advice. The first test, chromosomal microarray, is now recommended as a first-tier genetic test in the clinical evaluation of children with apparent developmental delay, autism spectrum disorder, intellectual disabilities, and other conditions of childhood development. We also test for Fragile X syndrome, the most common inherited cause of intellectual disability. Approximately 1/3 of all children diagnosed with Fragile X syndrome also have autism spectrum disorder. First Step DX uses technology that provides for the highest diagnostic yield currently available. First Step DX looks at hundreds of genetic markers known to be associated with disorders of childhood development. And more information about First Step DX is available at Lineagen.com. We continue to invest heavily in genetic test development, including a 9,000-person study to better understand the genetic basis of autism spectrum disorders. In addition, we have launched MChat.org. MChat stands for the Modified Checklist for Autism in Toddlers, and MChat is a developmental screening tool recommended by the American Academy of Pediatrics for every child as part of their 18 and 24-month well baby exam, and even more frequently if developmental delay is suspected. And finally, we are really excited about the launch of OpeningAutism.com. OpeningAutism.com is a new online resource for physicians and for families of children suspected of developmental delay. It contains a personalized tool called SmartPath, the first step-by-step application to assist families and physicians with the assessment of autism spectrum disorders and general developmental delay. In addition to these tools, Lineagen provides personalized services including genetic counseling and consultative support to physicians and families. Lineagen employs genetic counselors and pediatric nurses to assist in understanding the results of your genetic test and what they mean to the patient and to the caregiver. It has been a pleasure to introduce you to Lineagen, and we are looking forward to serving you.